Most shadow sightings happen at night, which makes them easier to explain away. This one didn't. The footage you're about to see was shared by Tavo on February 25th, 2025, but he wasn't the one holding the camera. The person filming was his grandmother during a family gathering at her house. It was the middle of the afternoon, people were visiting, and nothing unusual was happening. Then someone noticed the window.
I feel bad. Oh my God.
Behind the thin curtain, a dark, human-shaped shadow could be seen standing just outside, not moving, just there. What makes this clip so interesting is the reaction of the two women in the room. Neither of them laughs it off or assumes it's a trick of the light. The moment they notice the shape, they instinctively back away from the window, as if they're looking at an actual person standing on the other side of the glass. And honestly, it's easy to see why. The silhouette looks solid enough that both women seem convinced someone is outside. After a few seconds, they finally gather the courage to pull the curtain aside and see who's there. Nobody. No person, no neighbor, no one standing near the window. Just an empty view outside. That's the part that's difficult to explain. If the shadow was clear enough to make two people immediately think someone was standing there, then what exactly were they looking at? More than a year later, Tavo and his grandmother still don't have an answer. So take a look for yourself. What cast that shadow?
The next clip isn't paranormal, but it's easily one of the most intense pieces of footage in this compilation. It was recorded in Australia and later shared by the YouTube channel Dashcam Owners Australia. What starts as an ordinary drive down the highway quickly turns into a situation that could have ended very badly. Two men were traveling in a Mercedes when they noticed a vehicle rapidly gaining on them from behind. At first, it seemed like an impatient driver, but within seconds, the car sped past them, cut directly in front of their vehicle, and slammed on the brakes. What looked like simple road rage suddenly became something much more serious.
He's got an axe. Wait, stay. Yeah. What are you doing? Oh, fuck off. Keep distance, bro. Are you ready to chuck?
As the driver pulled alongside them again, the men realized the person behind the wheel was holding an axe and waving it out of the window while still driving at highway speeds. At that point, getting away became the only priority. The Mercedes driver quickly turned around and headed in the opposite direction, hoping to lose him. It didn't work. The other driver immediately gave chase. For the next several moments, the pursuit continued, eventually leading them off the highway and toward a nearby roundabout. That's when things became even more dangerous.
Bro, this cunt is fucking the head. Just go to the cop shop. Don't stress. Oh! Fuck, keep driving. Holy fuck. Fuck, man. Call the cops. Yeah.
The Mercedes was struck from behind once. Then again. After the second impact, the attacker's vehicle lost control, spun out, and left the roadway. For the two men, it was the break they desperately needed. They drove straight to the nearest police station and reported everything that had happened. When officers arrived at the crash scene, the suspect was already gone. But the story didn't end there. Several hours later, police located both the vehicle and its driver and placed him under arrest. The motive behind the attack turned out to be just as shocking as the chase itself. According to later reports, the man genuinely believed the two occupants of the Mercedes had broken into his home the night before. The problem was that they had absolutely nothing to do with the burglary and had never even met him. Investigators later determined that the suspect was under the influence of substances during the incident. In the end, he faced multiple criminal charges and was sentenced to 2 years in prison. It's a terrifying reminder that sometimes the most dangerous things caught on camera aren't mysterious creatures or unexplained shadows, but real people.
The next clip comes from a security camera installed inside a young girl's bedroom. At first, it's just a normal evening. The girl is playing with her toys, moving around the room, and getting ready for bed. Nothing seems out of the ordinary. Then something catches her attention. A toy beneath the bed suddenly begins making noise on its own. Music starts playing, even though nobody appears to be touching it. Curious, the girl kneels down and looks underneath the bed to see what's going on. What happens next is the reason this footage spread across the internet. The moment she leans down, something appears to yank her underneath the bed. The girl immediately starts screaming for her mother as she's pulled out of view. Within seconds, her mother rushes into the room, grabs her, and pulls her back out from under the bed. And that's where most stories like this would end. But this one didn't. After the incident, the family reportedly stopped using the room altogether. For a while, nobody wanted anything to do with it. Then one day, the girl's mother decided to go back inside and take a closer look under.
People have been asking me, have you been in the room? Have you guys looked under the bed? No, we haven't. We haven't been in the room in the last 2 days. We've been a little scared.
She probably expected to find a simple explanation. Instead, she recorded something that only deepened the mystery. As she's filming beneath the bed, a doll suddenly shifts position on its own. Not a battery-powered toy, not a mechanical doll, just a plastic doll that appears to move without anyone touching it. The reaction is immediate. The moment she notices it, she gets out of the room as fast as possible. Later, the mother uploaded another video explaining that the house had been built near a cemetery, a detail that only fueled even more speculation online.
Me if we've done any research on the house, and I did. I found out that some of the past people that have lived here have had some ghostly encounters. I learned that it was built near, not on, but near a cemetery. Yeah, I don't know. We're at a loss. We really love
Of
our
course,
home.
skeptics believe there could be other explanations,
So we're trying
but
to
for
figure out
many
what to
viewers,
do.
the combination of the child's reaction and the moving doll is what makes this case so difficult to forget. So, what's your take on it? Was there a simple explanation hidden somewhere in that room? Or did the family capture something they were never meant to see?
That's all for today's video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to subscribe and turn on notifications so you never miss another disturbing mystery. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.